My fellow Decepticons, Starscream, Zealot. I'm back at you today with another video, and today we are taking a look at Gamer Edition Starscream. Yes, another Starscream. It's not just the Earthrise one. Don't worry, I have a bunch more I can talk about. But I thought about talking about this one, because I like this one. This one's very good. And yes, that is in fact spoilers of this video. But is it better than Earthrise? We shall see. No, I don't have too much connection with the High Moon Transformers games. I haven't really played them. I'm looking for War for Cybertron, but I have yet to find a physical copy for a good price. What are you gonna do? So yeah, might as well just get started, I guess. Starting with the head sculpt. Taking in a nice look at that. As you can see, it is very nice. This nice color of purple. It's more purple in real life. Actually, you know what? It gets across the color pretty well. With some striking red eyes and a silver face. An interesting looking nose. I like his chin. I like the way his chin looks. Very nice looking chin. Just a very Starscream head sculpt. Ooh, I might have to pick up the Skywarp though. I do like this mold a lot. But yeah, that's his face. That is in fact what his face looks like. Next up, we are going to talk about his arms. They're simple, you know, just gray, purple, silver. I know a lot of people take issue with how thin they are, at least from what I've heard, but they're not that bad. He hides it up very well in whatever kind of pose you can put him in. It doesn't really bug me. Oh yeah, and the shoulder thing is red with the purple inside. Can't really tell. I mean, you can tell on this one better, but the very large cockpit. This is something people took a lot of issue with because it's not Cybertron games enough. I don't really care. What I do care about though is this silver paint right here. That is painted, and it is not painted well. It is a lot more apparent in real life, but that is not coated very well. It's a very thin layer of silver paint, like very thin. It's annoying. I like these red stripes though on his on the side. This cockpit I think is pretty cool. Gets the design elements of Starscream across well. Then on his wing, it's a nice red with this silver thing right there. A little bit of purple, or with the purple Decepticon insignia. There's one on the back as well. Speaking of the back though, it's not that bad. I like the back. It's a serviceable backpack. It works. I'm actually gonna take that off now. I'll get into that later. And then the legs. I actually really like the way the legs are done. I think they're really nice. They're chunky, beefy, and they look nice. Nice mixtures of reds, grays, and purple, or I guess really dark blue. Whatever you want to say, I guess. I don't know what else to talk about them. Transformers figures don't have that much detail. Unless you're talking about a War for Cybertron trilogy figure, not a War for Cybertron figure. But yeah, that's Starscream. That's just the way he is. It's the way he looks. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. At least for right now. Now we can get into the accessories. Starting off with the Nullray, I think it is, but it's a sniper. This is actually really cool. This is one of my favorite pieces of the figure because of how like just creative it is. I don't really see the Nullray depicted as a sniper. Now granted, that does not look very cool. Just it's a very square gun at the back. That looks really lame in his hand. It looks better from like a front angle, I guess. You just kind of like, so, what are you doing here? You just pointing the gun at you. But, in my opinion, right, it looks a lot better just on his arm because you can take his arm off. And, yeah. That looks a lot nicer, in my opinion, at the very least. If you hear any noises, my apologies. Water is running. But that is very, very cool. But I more so like to have it just kind of sitting on his back, just like so. It gives me like a kind of, gives him some kind of Megatron vibe. But now the cooler of the two accessories, well, he's cooler on some figures, is this big old mace. Now the mace is not really a weapon I would associate with Starscream. It's very, very Megatron, very Blitzwing kind of weapon. Not so much Starscream though. A sniper, yes, I can say that working with Starscream. Sleek, agile gun for a sleek, agile seeker. It's a very nice looking mace though. Nice purple plastic, nice chunky, and he holds it, and you can put it in this kind of pose. I guess you just kind of rest it like so. Just be like, well, what do we have here? Just kind of holding it like this, like you would a sword, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, that's pretty much it with for the accessories. It doesn't really come with anything other than that. So, I suppose now we can move on to the articulation. The articulation on this thing is pretty good. It's not the best, especially comparing it to Cyclonus and 86 Prime. Well, it's probably a little better than Cyclonus, but not as good as 86 Prime. The head, you can look up that far, no down, but if you unplug the backpack, you can get a lot more up. Like just a substantial amount more up. Get him into some flying poses like that, and it doesn't even look that bad. These things can move back and forth, no silver transformation. I'm just gonna go out that far, go all the way around. Bicep rotation, double jointed bend at the elbow, no silver transformation, and wrist rotation. The wing can move back and forth. The waist can rotate just a little bit, but it rotates. Kick forward that far back, so very nice. Bends a little bit more than 90, maybe at 90. Yeah, it's probably 90. And a pivot at the ankle with some little detail in there too, kind of hide it a little bit. But yeah, you can get him into some pretty expressive poses if you try. I kind of leave him in the pose that you saw at the start of the episode or video, I guess. But yeah, you can really get him into some cool poses, especially with his weapons. But I don't think many of his weapons really suit him. At least, I don't know. I mean, the sniper works, but the mace doesn't. I see Starscream using a sword, not so much a mace. It's very not Starscream. Although it might be very Starscream for the or for Cybertron games. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Don't spoil anything. That's all I want to know. And really quickly, let's do a quick size comparison. Here he is next to Earthrise Starscream. And he's a tad short. He's a tad shorter. Like, he's a pretty small Voyager when it comes to this kind of stuff. It is mostly the accessories that he got that probably make up that extra budget, but he's not that tall. when compared to most other Voyagers. In fact, he might be my shortest Voyager. He's like a head taller than my Deluxes. But I don't really have a lot of Deluxes. I have 86 Ironhide and a Universe Starscream. But that'll be a review for another day, both of those. But yeah. Now then, we did size comparisons, so now the only logical continuation would be transformation. So, this is probably the part of the figure I'd like the least. I just don't find myself doing it very often. But I don't know. You're going to want to start by not doing that. You're going to want to start by unpegging the backpack and folding it down. Flatten the wings, unclip these, fold these out. My apologies. Fold these out like so. Fold the wings down. Fold the wings down. Flip this around. Flip this one around. Flip that up. And boom, you got the top of the jet. Next, you are going to want to unpeg this part. Unplug that. Flip that down. You want to lift his head up like so. Spin his head around and flip it up like so. Fold this down. Plug in the head. Flip these to the side. Clip it in like so. Now this is the part that I don't like. I'm going to fold in the elbows. I think. Man, it's actually been a while since I've done this one. What do you do exactly? Because I know that folds down. Or does it fold in like that? Yeah, this transformation is just annoying. It's really finicky with the arms. Oh boy, it's gonna take me a hot minute to figure this one out. It's just like, where does it go? And there goes his arm. Give me that. Yeah, it's just like I don't enjoy doing this part of the transformation. Fold that down. Up. That in. Just kind of Play-Doh it in? Question mark? I don't know. It's just really annoying. If you would stay in for more than 5 seconds, I would appreciate that. I'm gonna cry. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of clearance or space for this transformation. Or, you know, I'm just bad at it. It's probably that second one. It has been a while since I have transformed this figure because I don't really care for the alt mode or the transformation at all. I don't know. It's like, I know these plug in like that, but there's like no clearance. There's like no clearance for any of it. It's just frustrating. I'm not figuring this out. Whatever, we do it the half-assed way, I guess. I don't know. I'll do the rest though. You're gonna wanna flip this piece out, which is a little annoying. Not as annoying as those legs, as those arms. I just flip it out. And I like the way the legs work. I really like the way these legs work. To make that, do the same with the other leg. Tabs in, boom, boom, boom. I don't know. You'll get something along the lines of this, just not absolutely horrendous. Oh, wait. I was doing it the wrong way. Silly me, I guess. I am actually a buffoon. I mean, I didn't claim I was smart. Just took a little bit of reminding myself. I don't know, my brain would tell me that, oh, there they go up. That would make sense. Or they go down. That would make sense. Not they go up. It's only because there was that hole there that I remembered. But yeah. Pretty mid conversion, I guess. Pretty, like, not fun transformation. This is like one of the few transformations in my collection that I just kind of don't enjoy doing. But hey, we're done. That's the end product. Ta-da! And if you were using me as a assistant, or as just to help you do the conversion, oh yeah, you gotta flip these tiny wings out. If you're using me as a guide to help you, I am so sorry. I have failed you. This is one of the ugliest undercarriages I've ever seen on a Transformer, Jetformer at least. But the top looks nice. I do like the way this top looks. I do think that's pretty cool. The big nose cone, once again, does not bug me. But yeah, like, I guess you can put the mace on there if you really want to. I don't know why you would. That just ruins the entirety of the silhouette of the jet. Like, why would you even do that? But it's just, yeah. It's a jet. I think it's like the hover mode, though, of Starscream. It's not like his jet form or something. I don't really know. And it's based off concept art, which concept art doesn't really bug me unless it's Studio Series Scourge. But I am not too terribly offended by this little jet. And it is only now taller than Earthrise Starscream. But not in the jet mode. I don't feel like transforming Earthrise Starscream though. So yeah, that's Studio Series Gamer Edition Starscream. My final thoughts, I guess, to round the video out, is I like his robot mode quite a lot. I do not care very much for the transformation or the alt mode. And I might pick up other Gamer Edition figures. I'm not picking up Bumblebee or Cliff Jumper. But maybe that Megatron. Who knows? I don't know. I made a pledge to myself. I don't remember if I said this or not. But I made a pledge that I'm not going to buy any other Megatrons. Or any Megatron until I see what the 86 version looks like. Because if the 86 one looks bad, then any other Megatron is up for grabs, I guess. I might even pick up the Siege version. That'd be easy. At least getting the bad ones. But yeah, that is not at all what I think of the figure. But yeah, I do like the robot mode, and the alt mode is solid enough. The conversion is kind of bad. The only Transformer I really own with a conversion that I think is just that horrendous. It's not really horrendous, it's just annoying. It's like it's on the scale of, if I see Gamer Edition Starscream just chilling on my shelf, I'm not gonna think to myself, man, I want to do that transformation today. I want to fiddle with him today. So I was like, when I'm messing with a Transformers figure, I convert it a few times, move them around. And if the transformation isn't fun, I'm not gonna like really enjoy doing that. It's just the way I work. I'm weird. But yeah, if you could plug in, that'd be really nice. Oh, okay. If you could. And there you go. It's a solid enough figure. Goes as well. Looks good. Don't like the transformation. The alt mode is fine. Overall, though, I like him. I like him a lot. Anyways, that was just my video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, do the whole shebang, the sheboggle if you haven't already. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, I have opened up a Discord server. That will be in the description of the video. If you join, that'd be pretty cool. Well, that will be all. Goodbye.